Have you ever wondered why some companies make the right decision at the right time while others invest millions and still fail? Is it luck? Is it experience? Or is there something more powerful behind the successful business? The answer is evidence-based decision making. Welcome back to our ISO 9001 Quality Management Principles series. In today's section, we are going to explore one of the most practical and powerful principles of quality management. By end of this video, you will understand what evidence-based decision making means, why ISO 9001 places so much importance on it, how successful organizations use data before making decision, real-life business example, and finally, how you can apply this principle in your organization, even if you were just started your quality journey. Let's begin. Imagine this situation. You are driving on a highway at night. You drive with your headlights turned off? Of course not. The headlights give you visibility. They help you to avoid accident. Similarly, data is the headlight of an organization. Without data, every business decision is simply a guess. ISO 9001 tells us the organization should make decisions based on the analysis and evaluation of data and information, rather than the assumptions, opinion, or emotions. Simply put, good decisions are based on facts, not feeling. Why is this principle is important? Every organization makes hundreds of decisions. For example, should we launch a new product? Should we hire more employees? Should we buy a new machine? Should we expand to another country? Should we change our suppliers? Should we discontinue a product? Each of these decisions involve money, time, resource, and risk. Making a wrong decision can cost millions. Making the right decision can create a long-term success. That's why ISO 9001 encourages organizations to collect reliable information before taking action. Let's understand this with a simple example. Suppose you want to open a restaurant. There are two ways to make the decision. First one, you say, I like this location. I think many people will come. My friend told me this area is good. This is simply an opinion. There is no evidence. Now let's look at the another approach. You collect actual information and conducted a study to analyze how many people visit this area every day, the average income of nearby residents, the number of competing restaurants, customer food preference, parking availability, and population growth. Now your decision is supported by the fact. Which decision do you have a higher chance of success? Obviously, second one. That is evidence-based decision making. Now your decision is supported by the fact. Now let's consider a manufacturing company. The management want to introduce a new product. Should they immediately invest millions in machinery? Absolutely not. Before investing, they should ask important questions. Is there enough customer demand? What are the competitors doing? Is the market growing or shrinking? What is the expected return on investment? Are the customers actually asking for this product? To answer these questions, companies conduct market research, customer surveys, competitors analysis, sales forecasting, and financial analysis. Only after evaluating this information, they make the decision whether they should invest or not. And now let's think. I have personally seen the organization make expensive mistakes because they ignore the evidence. Every industry go through a business cycle. Sometimes the demand is high, customers are buying more than the companies can supply. This is called growth phase. But the market do not grow forever. Eventually the supply increases, competitors become stronger, demand started to slowing down. The prices began to fall. Now imagine a company entered the market exactly at this stage. They invest heavily in factories, purchase expensive equipment, recruit hundreds of employees. But they never analyze the historical market trend. They ignore the warning sign. Within a short period of time, the demand reduced, supply increased, profit disappeared, and the company suffered heavily financial loss. Why that happened? Because decision was based on excitement rather than evidence. Now let's take the opposite example. Successful organizations rarely depend on assumptions. Before making major investment, they perform detailed studies. They analyze market trend, industry report, customer expectation, economic forecast, competitor strategies, and also government policies. Many companies even hire economists, consultants, and market analysts to help interpret the data. Only after evaluating this information do they proceed with expansion. As a result, their chance of success become much higher. Let's take a practical example. Suppose an investor wants to establish a manufacturing plant. Instead of making a random decision, the investor studies the economic indicators. For example, GDP growth, industrial production, infrastructure development, population growth, energy demand, manufacturing demand, and skilled workforce availability. If these indicators consistently show the future growth, investing becomes evidence-based on decision rather than a risky gamble. Notice something important. Decision is not based on optimism. It is based on measurable evidence. Now let's think about evidence-based decision-making inside an organization. This principle is not only for the big investment, it is applicable for every organization that generates valuable information in every single day. For example, sales data, customer complaints, customer satisfaction survey, supply performance, mission breakdown reports, production efficiency, employee training records, internal audit findings, non-conformities, corrective action, delivery performance, and product rejection rate. All of these are valuable pieces of evidence. Unfortunately, many organizations collect this information but never use it. Data sitting inside in a computer has no value unless it is analyzed. Now let's take an example. Suppose your company receives customer complaints. Months after months, the complaints are increasing. If the management ignores the number, the problem continues. But if they analyze the data, they might discover something interesting. Perhaps 70% of complaints are related to the late deliveries. Now the real problem becomes visible. Instead of solving random issues, management can improve delivery planning. This is how data leads to a better decision. Imagine a factory producing 10,000 products every month. The quality department noticed that the defect has increased from 2% to 8%. Without analyzing, people may start blaming employees. But after studying data, they discovered that almost every defective products come from one specific mission. Now, the actual case is identified. Instead of blaming people, the organization repairs or calibrates the mission. The decision is based on evidence. Suppose the management believes employees need more technical training. Instead of arranging expensive training immediately, they first review competency assessment, performance evaluation, error report, customer complaints, and audit findings. The data may reveal that only one department requires additional training. Now the organization spends money where it creates maximum benefits. Again, evidence guides the decisions. Why does ISO 9001 emphasize on this principle? Let's learn. ISO 9001 recognizes that the decision making is not always easy. Every decision involves uncertainty. Sometimes different departments provide different opinion. Sometimes the information is incomplete. Sometimes the personal bias influence decision. That's why ISO 9001 encourages organizations to understand cause and effect relationship, risk and opportunities, possible unintended consequence, reliable source of information. When the organization uses facts instead of assumptions, decisions become more objective, consistent, and reliable. One of the most important statements behind this principle is fact, evidence, and data lead to greater objectivity and confidence in decision making. Here are some of the practical tips. How can organization apply this principle? Here are some practical steps. First, collect accurate and reliable data. Second, ensure the information is complete and up to date. Third, analyze the trend instead of looking for an isolated number. Fourth, use graph, dashboard, and key performance indicator to understand the performance. Fifth, review customer feedback regularly. Sixth, evaluate risk before making important decisions. Finally, make the decisions based on evidence, not on assumptions or emotion. Now let's quickly think the benefit of evidence-based decision making. While the organization follow the evidence-based decision making, the organ experience several advantages. Better business decision, reduce business risk, higher customer satisfaction, more efficient use of resources, improved operational performance, creating confidence among management, strong strategic planning, and continuous improvement across the organization. Most importantly, decision became repeatable, transparent, and easier to justify. Evidence-based decision making is not about collecting more data. It is about using the right data to make a right decision. Whether you are launching a new product, selecting a supplier, improving production, or planning your company's future, always ask for one simple question. What evidence supports this decision? If you have reliable fact, meaningful analysis, and trustworthy information, your chance for making the right decision increasing significantly. That's what ISO 9001 expects from organization. Thank you for watching. If you found this section valuable, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. In next video, we will explore the seventh and final quality management principle of ISO 9001, relationship management. where we learn how strong relationship with customer, suppliers, employees, and other interested parties contribute to a long-term organizational structure. Until then, keep learning, keep improving, and remember, in quality management, opinion may inspire ideas, but evidence drives excellence.